All right. We are back in the building. We are back in the building. Salute to everybody that's here. You already know I'm Blue Devil. You guys are watching The Hater World. And today we got a video coming out of Yazzers underscore 87. Salute to the homegirl, bro. She out there starting careers and ending careers. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. If you guys haven't noticed, I have. She's the type to give you the career and then snatch it right from you. All right. Today she got a video about Duno, AD, Pun, and Smack, right? And they talking about the two J Cats and Rich Homie Juan, right? The All Caps podcast. You got Compa Foco and you got the Beaver, right? Well. Today is the beginning of the end of the career that they think they got. You got Duno calling them garbage, blocking them, and saying, "What podcast are we talking about?" It is game over. Done. Zero. And I didn't even have to get my hands dirty. Now look, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, the All Caps podcast has been gloating that they went to back on Fig. They have been hoisting an imaginary trophy, right? That they're the only Raza podcast that went to back on Fig. As if somehow that's what makes you a great podcast. Salute to all the homies on back on Fig, right? But that don't determine whether you're a great podcaster, or and it also don't determine whether you're on or not, right? But the homies on back on Fig, they be jump starting careers, bro. So salute to them, right? But again, back to these clowns. They have been hoisting this imaginary trophy, saying that they're the only ones that went up there, so therefore they're the number one Raza podcast. They've been saying that Yazzers is clipping them and that all everybody cares and that, oh my God, we're doing this so big and we got more numbers than Blue Dildo, blah blah. The whole time, bro, I'm sitting there like this, just watching. Because I know how this plays out. These podcasts come and go. I've been here and I'm not going nowhere. And I'm going to continue to be here. Right? So I've seen these platforms come and go, come and go. Now, look, I don't have the best numbers. I don't got the best views. But what I do got is the people behind me. And they've always been behind me. Salute to the squad. Salute to everybody. And I know that eventually it will go like this. But I haven't networked with nobody. I don't know if you guys noticed. I haven't networked with Back on Fig, Community, uh, No Jumper, in which I can, but I haven't. I feel like I have to get to where I need to be, where I want to be at first, before I tap in with all these homies, right? I love what they're all doing, and I support them 1,000%. But we've gotten to where we've gotten by ourselves. So just imagine when we start tapping in, right? So back to these bozos. They've been loud. They've been disrespectful. They've been running their mouth. They've been talking shit about rappers, gang members, gang bangers, and all. I don't want to say three, but two of them are pedestrians. Compa Foco dropped his flag a long time ago. He a pedestrian. The Beaver, nobody claims him. He a pedestrian. He thinks he's from somewhere, but he not. He a pedestrian. The other homie is just pimping them. And I don't blame him. Salute to Rich Homie Juan. Get your money, use them, abuse them, and dump them. And get yourself some new acts. All right? He the one with the brains behind this. But again, these guys have lost contacts. They have lost friendships all over their loud mouth. All right. Chitorranas don't fuck with them. Right. Uh, uh, Duno don't fuck with them. Back on Fig don't fuck with them now. Who else? There's a gang of people, fool, that they dissed. A lot. A lot. And that can continue to go, bro. Just recently, I'll tell you what they did. And they said it themselves. We had a P Killer interview lined up. And they ran their mouth and got my interview. Phew, in which I didn't reach out to P Killer and them. They reached out to me. They're the ones that hit me up. I didn't hit them up. So it wasn't like I was looking for a P Killer interview. They told me they were coming. They wanted to pull up. All right. But this is the lengths they go to because they fear the chosen one. They go to the lengths of talking shit about us to other people, trying to close doors on us, not realizing, bro, that we've been inside the house. You the one on the outside. And it's funny because you think that closing a P Killer podcast did something for my career. Bro, we got Cinnabon and Fitbit coming today. Bonnie Lachey, once ex of Blueface, was just featured on the DDG podcast on that show. Are You My Ball? Biggest streamer there is. And you think that we worried about a P Killer podcast? Cut it out, bro. See, but that's what happens, bro. Dios te castigó, way. Dios te castigó. You try to close doors on me, and the own bullshit you do got close slammed in your face. I don't gotta go around telling people I don't fuck with this guy. I don't. I only did it one time, and I'll tell you why I did it. I did it because my boy, MC Bob, my homie, I consider him my homie, dog. He had an interview with a Chomo. And I told him, hey, fool, that fool a Chomo, dog. You don't want to go up there, fool. It's a bad look, my boy, and I fuck with you, and I don't want people to look at you sideways. Canceled it with the quickness. See, but that's me looking out as a homie, bro. That's not me spiteful trying to end someone's career. So again, we got Duno saying it's game over, saying you guys have had 30 podcasts and they've all failed. You guys disrespect everyone and think it's funny. All your content is about drama and negativity. I'm good. Game over. That's what he said. Now look, real quick, I want everybody to realize we don't drop hateful content no more for the longest. Maybe in the past year. We've been doing reactions to all sides. Southsiders, Northerners, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico. We've been very unbiased because we want to see everyone shine. All right. We're past that. We've been working with everybody. We don't drop that hate content no more. Now, yeah, there might be a video here or there where I go off on someone, but it might be for a reason. I don't just come off in disrespect, right? So look, I want to watch this video so we can remember the beginning of the end for the All Cap podcast. All right, another one bites the dust. Now, these fools can say whatever they want about me. Okay? But I invited the Beaver to come here after he ran his mouth and come do a podcast man to man. He denied. But he a big bad gangster. What he worried about me for? Compa Foco? Oh, he's been re-invited many a times. But he don't want to come. Rich Homie Juan, I invited him. And respectfully, he told me he wasn't doing interviews. All love, all respect. I don't get in my feelings. The time will come. Eventually. I understand. So these other two dudes can continue to run their mouth but they've been invited to be here in the flesh. So again, this is the beginning of the end. So let's watch the video, bro. I don't even think I have to interrupt. Let's let Duno roll it out for us. And after this video, I need you guys to leave your comments down below. I need you guys to like the video. And let's continue to move forward, bro. And I'm not going to say with positivity, because not everything's positive. I'm going to say let's continue to move forward with hard work and dedication. Okay, because that's what's going to get us to where we need to go. Piece of advice, anybody out there trying to make it, be consistent. And don't let nobody stop you. All right, that's the key. That's the key. Well, there's one other little piece, but I don't want to give that sauce up. And that's what made me, that's what made people look at me at the beginning. All right, that's why it don't matter where my numbers are at. I'm always gonna be a staple in this, in our culture, our culture. All right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and press play on this video. Salute to Yazzers87, building careers and ending careers. She'll clip you and make you famous, and then she'll clip you and end your career.
Damn.
You ain't off the hook either.
Why am I not off the hook?
Because I forgot about that Ozempic shit because I brought it up in the argument. So let's talk about it because
that shit ain't working.
I don't want to say you ain't got Ozempic, bro. I mean, you using Ozempic, you ain't gonna follow with me. You ain't gonna fuck with me no more.
No, that's not why I unfollowed. I unfollowed Compa Raider when he talked about the homie's wife.
He unfollowed you?
Who?
Who you talking about you unfollowed?
What the fuck are you talking about?
What the fuck you just say to him?
We gotta just listen. Hold on. Before you interrupt my conversation, like you said, don't interrupt.
Hey man, I'm glad you back cool with Tiger now, bro. Cause
hold on, bro.
There need to be some replacements, bro. You need a new co-host.
Let's cook this.
You need a new co-host.
Cause I really want to know, cause we be joking on, bro.
Bring Perico back, man.
All right, hold on, bro.
I got something for you, Plum.
I say that.
I'm talking about this nigga.
Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Talk?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Because we all talk about the Ozempic thing.
Yeah.
So I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
I'm not. I talked about it
because he make us feel like you unfollow him and you don't fuck with him because of Ozempic.
No, I unfollowed Compa Raider when he talked about the homie's wife, and they try to make that shit content. I think me specifically, just like how I don't follow Adam the minute he talked about Heather. I don't fuck with nobody that talks. I've always said that. I've always been a big believer where if they're not in the content shit, because they have beef with Icon or whatever the situation was with Icon. That has nothing to do with his wife's past, who she dated, or nothing. I just don't respect it. Me and Compa Raider have always had a good relationship. Even when he was going at it with you guys, what did he tell you? I'm back on Fig. He's like, no, that's what hey, can I be in the video? I said, hold on, let me ask your homies if it's cool with it. Yeah. Because that's the way I get down. If it's content, it's content. If the homegirl was playing with the content, that's cool.
I gotta pause it. I forgot for the copyright shit. And I don't think FMW allows people to take their shit, right? But listen, salute to Negra from Indicted, bro. Very classy female. Very hella cool. I met her, I think, like 2 or 3 times. And vibes were dope, bro. Respect on all sides. And never felt the need to disrespect anybody's female or wife over their husbands. That's weirdo shit. Straight up.
But if you talk about somebody's past, who they were dating, who they were sleeping with, or any of that, that's high notch shit, fool. You don't do that. That's girl shit. Like that's pillow talking. That's like us. It's like me arguing with Smacking and bringing up dope girl's ex. Yeah. Like you just don't do that. And I just think it was left field. Yeah, that's high notch shit. He just didn't notice. But I've been unfollowed after they made contact off the homegirl. Somebody that's really been there for me. Somebody that's been like an older sister. You know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta so it's not about those Ozempic. You think him making a video about Ozempic? Nigga, we used to work at the most toxic place. You know everything I've heard about me? Right. You think I give a fuck about it? And Ozempic, I'm on stage doing comedy. That's why when I see motherfuckers sitting on the couch like, oh, you could clown, we could really sit there and clown and debate everything you do and debunk. You've had about 30 podcasts. All of them have failed.
Mic drop. Mine's broken. That's why I got this little thing holding it up. If not, I would drop the mic, bro. Game over, cuh. You got Duno, a big figure in our culture, telling you you've had 30 podcasts and they've all failed. I mean, what it's not like Duno's a bum. Duno is one of them guys, bro. Duno is one of them guys. I would say I'm the godfather because I've been around for a very long time bringing content to our culture since 2006, right? But again, we're talking about Duno here, okay? Not me. Relax, Blue Devil. Listen. 30 podcasts and they've all failed. Chinga madre, güey. Damn, Duno. That one hurt. That one hurt.
Your shit is based off, like, come on, fool. Like, I'm successful in this shit. And you probably do get money, you know?
Ooh.
But I'm really successful in this shit. Like, and fool, and I'm 25. And I'm not no drug addict or none of that. Like, well, I take care of my family, my sisters are.
He was going to say, I take care of my body. Calm down, Duno. He was going to go a little too far right there. But he said, I'm not a drug addict. Hey, drugs are fun, Duno. Sometimes. Not no more, though. They're different now. But listen. Two quemadas, my boy. Now, look. He's marking out Compa Foco. He's marking them out. He's marking out the Beaver. He said, fuck your fucking whack-ass podcast that has only 100 views. My reactions get more than their views, bro. More than their fucking podcast. My reactions. This fucking guy really said, Compa Foco really said they were number one? Where?
Well off, all that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm not mad about no Ozempic.
Yeah.
I'm not about the fact that you talked about the homie's wife when there was a problem with the homie. And even if you didn't say specifically, you try to hype that shit up like it was gonna be content. Yeah. That's not content. So that's what I'm saying.
You were a fucking cheerleader. You were a cheerleader, bro, with the pom-poms, bro, right there, bro. Tell me more. Who did she sleep with? What did she do? Tell me more. Fool, you're a fucking jaina, güey. Pinche vieja pestosa la verga, güey. The fuck out of here, bro. You know when they say there's fucking weenies with money? Well, there you go, bro. A bitch made fool with money. The fuck out of here, bro. Just because you got money don't mean you a gangster. You a bitch. And that's a fact. Fuck out of here, bro. That's why he be paying to kick it with all these gangsters, with all these rappers, bro. That's why he be paying King Little G to get on the record. For you pay King Little G to do a, for King Little G don't give a fuck about you. You think he gives a fuck about you? You think Bravo gives a fuck about you? They're taking your money, chump. The same way that damn homie took your money. The same way that Brick Baby robbed you. The same way that everybody else uses you and abuses you. You're that guy that kicks it, that has the money, bro, and everybody's just using you for that. You're fucking stupid, bro. Everybody done robbed your ass. Whack 100 robbed you. Talk shit about your mom, disrespected your mom, and you did nothing. You're a fucking bitch. You can say whatever you want about me and him, bro, but we was in the same fucking room, and not once did he say anything disrespectful to me in person. Now, on the other hand, you're too afraid to be in the same room as that vato. You're going to bow down and make him your friend. Cut it out, bro. We're not the same. The Beaver, he was too afraid to say the N-word. Next to T-Rail. All this and that. I'm certified to say the N. I got the impasse. But when he was around some real motherfuckers, he was afraid to use that N-word. Ándale, pinche paisa. Ándale, paisa. No que no, güey. No que muy bravito, güey. The fuck out of here, bro. You a bitch, too. All these fools run their fucking mouth and do nothing. Do nothing. I don't want to argue with these idiots, bro. That's why I don't respond. They've been begging for me to reply. They've been dropping video after video on me when I don't respond. I've been grinding, homie. Give a fuck about these clowns. Like I said, a rich homie Juan, he over there using and abusing them. That's what's up, my boy. Get it in. Get it in, bro. You know? Make them think they got something. Make them think they're CEOs of the company. Make them believe they got shares of the food community. You know? We all know the Beaver, he records fucking men eating hot dogs. We know he does. Glizzy dogs or whatever the fuck that shit does. That fool's a cameraman. He's the one that's got to zoom in on the hot dog. Fool, he's got to zoom in on the man eating the hot dog. How fucking gay is that, homie? That fool's got to zoom in on the man eating the hot dog. And his other job was chasing Conejo around with the camera and the backpack. Fuck. You've never been number one in your life, bro. You've never been the man. You've always been the backup dancer. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, you've always been the backup dancer. Show me a part of your life where you were the guy. Oh, wait. You're a third wheel now. Conejo's ass sniffer. You're recording men eating hot dogs, and now you're the food community third wheel. It's crazy. When are you the main guy? When are you the leader? When are you the el mero chingón? When? Wait. This is the same guy, bro, that disrespects the homies. He could say all he wants, but this is really a guy that disrespects raza, bro. You know, he talked shit about the IE, and then he had a Roughneck TV up there scared to tell him how he felt. Right? He disrespects Chicano rappers like Gacho and glorifies the black homies. But yeah, he's afraid to tell them to their face when they're there. I tell Chicano rappers when they come up here that they're whack. I tell them to their face. You don't believe me? Go look for the videos. Why? Because if I said that on the internet, I'll say it to your face. Go look it up. This fool says Blue Devil's not real raza. This fool said he only been to Mexico once. What the fuck? Cállese, wey. Duno should slap the fuck out of all you guys. And look, this video, we're excluding Rich Homie Juan. When I say all you guys, I'm talking about the two bozos. Duno should slap he pimp slapped you motherfuckers, bro. And don't go saying, oh, Duno's the homie. Duno's the homie. It's cool. No, he bitch slapped you. Do something now. Duno bitch slapped you like this. Wah. Do something. Pull up on him. Bro. Pull up on Duno. Go get his fat ass. Pull up on him, bro. Come on, bro. Doesn't Compa Foco do all this like he's gang related or some shit? Doesn't the other guy say, I'm from this district? Well, pull up on Duno. He bitch slapped you motherfuckers right now. He said, fuck your whack ass podcast. I'm rich. I'm successful. You're not. Let's see how gangsters they are. I bet you they won't. I bet you they ain't pulling up to fuck. Man, dog, I got my money on Duno. Bro. I got my money on Duno. And I hate doing content like this, bro. I hate it. But everybody comes after me, bro. All the beef that I've had is people that come after me, bro. And once I respond, I'm the bad guy. Let's continue, bro. There's like another minute of this.
I'm not mad about no Ozempic.
Yeah.
I'm not about the fact that you talked about the homie's wife when there was a problem with the homie. And even if you didn't say specifically, you try to hype that shit up like it was gonna be content. Yeah. That's not content.
So they made a narrative on Duno that he unfollowed Compa because they made a joke about him.
Who was that?
Food community.
Wait, what's their podcast called?
I don't even know.
That's another fucking backhanded slap. Wah! I don't even know. What podcast? The one that had a civilian up there named Bo Jackman and allowed the civilian to go off on a gang member like Chito Ranas and allow Bo Jackman to incriminate Chito Ranas and give details of a robbery with a handgun when we all know Chito Ranas is on parole and really with the shits, and yet these pedestrians allowed him to smut up another Saleh homie? Woo! We on fire today. But we have Bo Jackman, and he wanted to tell the story. And I knew the story, but I didn't allow him to tell the story. You know why? Because I'm not going to shut my doors with Chito Ranas, and I'm not going to incriminate another homie, bro. Let's continue.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Compa Ray
Compa got a podcast. He said basically Duno got he was painting a narrative. Duno got in his feelings.
Okay, so Compa Raider made a joke
that's why I
online.
followed him over Ozempic joke.
Over the Ozempic joke,
Yeah.
basically.
And people started believing it. People started believing it.
That's a concept that they're running. They're saying that, he's being salty, he unfollowed me, just get in the gym, fool, basically.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, we're going to stop it right here. Go watch it on Yazzers. Yazzers _87. Salute to the homegirl, bro. All right, but listen, them fools run and paint fake narratives, bro. They went up there to back on Fig, and they lied about me. They went up there and they lied about me, bro. They told T-Rail that Wax said something to me and I didn't respond. And I sent T-Rail the video later. That same day, I go, look, fool, they lied to you to your face. Here's the video. Listen, bro, them fools are lame, bro. We don't run fake narratives. We don't run false lies. We don't do that. We don't lie on nobody. We give you the facts, all right? Now, I wonder where they got that from. But look, salute to everybody. Their career is over. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody watches. All they do is talk about me. They got my dick in their mouth 24 hours a day. Well, sounds about right with the guy recording hot dogs all day, right? But listen, salute to Rich Homie Juan. Only solid one over there. They weren't able to flip him. They weren't able to manipulate him. They weren't able to play with his head. And I respect that, homie, because I'm the same way. If we cool, we cool, bro. Ain't nobody gonna come play with my fucking head. Nadie me va a lavar la mente, güey. You know, I feel how I feel. So, them two lames, they ain't shit without Rich Homie Juan. They his pets, all right? And now they're Duno's bitches, all right? Duno done slapped the shit out of them. Let's see if they respond with action. No more talking. Don't do this. Don't do this. Duno said you guys are a bunch of bitches. With that being said, I'm Blue Devil. Catch you on the next one. We'll be live on Kick at 11 p.m. with Bonnie Lachey and Fitbit. Pull up. We out.